Hey, I'm JQ. That's TQ behind the camera.
Yo.
We're the Q Brothers. This is Small Flower TV. We want to do a shaving episode and just kind of talk about, I'm not going to go real deep into the review of each product I'm using. I'll show you what I'm using, but then I'm just going to shave with a double-edged razor. We kind of wanted to, I'll get prepared while we kind of talk about it.
Why don't we talk about why this is especially appropriate?
Well, a lot of people right now are making that switch, I think, from Mach 3 or cartridge blade over to the double edge. I think there's a couple reasons. One is that it saves you a lot of money. Those Mach 3 blades are proprietary blades, so once you buy that handle, you have to buy that blade. And that means they can charge whatever they want for it. So you're paying, even at like a decent place where the price is okay, it's around $10 for a 4-pack, which is $2.50 per cartridge. Now we're talking about these blades. I'm going to be using the Parker 82R butterfly razor, which is awesome. Look at that. With a feather blade in there. The feather blades cost about
10 for about 54 cents a piece.
54 cents a piece. I'd say that's a much better deal. And I think once you shave with it, you're going to see that it's a much better shave as well.
On top of that, think about the waste.
Yeah, the much plastic that you're shaving.
Yeah, when you all those cartridges that you people put out there, like all those blades have to come in those stupid cartridges where they don't even give you a full one. It's like there's always like a few extra spots in there.
Yeah.
And I always just feel like,
so much plastic.
What are we gonna do with all that stuff? What's the point of that?
I don't know, but I know that I like getting a better quality shave and knowing that I'm wasting a lot less. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so show what you did.
I just did some hot water. I put on this True Fit and Hill pre-shave oil because this will be the first time I'm shaving my full face in 6 years. So I'm pretty excited, actually.
It's about time. Come with our Great Shave event coming up.
Yeah, 11/11/11 Great Shave. If you haven't registered and you're in the Chicago area, please do that, and I'll link that.
It's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out this week. So.
So basically I'm using this this avocado shaving cream from Taylor of Old Bond Street. It comes in a tub like this.
The pre-shave oil is what? True Fit and Hill, right?
Yeah, True Fit and Hill. So I just basically get the end of it full of soap and then put it in my bowl here and start working it around. What you do is you're working it around you do this for about a minute. Till you get huge foam in there. You'll see it start to lather up, and you'll see this sort of thick foam coming out. This is awesome. And smell this too. This is the avocado shave cream. It's so green.
Yeah, that's nice.
There we go.
Wow. I never watch you do. This is something, I think part of the reason a lot of guys like to watch these videos is not only do you learn something, but it's really like shaving isn't something that, guys don't do stuff together. And so you never get to know, like, am I doing something and is there a better idea of what I do? Or just how do you do it? Like, we've even gone on vacations together, but I never watch you shave. I didn't know you lather up. You're doing this big giant bowl lather. That's nice.
The bowl is key, actually, and I used to not use it. I used to just use either if the soap came in something, I would lather it in there. And I noticed that it was a huge difference. I learned that from watching some videos and just kind of studying up,
Yeah.
And once you get it that thick where you're seeing...
What kind of brush are you using right now?
The brush is it's the case brush from Simpson. I find that the Simpson brushes I have a few brushes. I have about 3, 4, and Simpson brush is they just pack so many more bristles in there. So I find that that it's like it's a bigger lather, So while each bristle remains softer on a Simpson's brush, your overall experience is still sort of stiff because they've packed in so many bristles, which gives you a great lather and also lifts the hair better. So you're conditioning the skin right now, but you're also lifting the hair up and preparing so that when you cut it, you get deeper to the root of it, so you'll get a closer shave than you've been used to getting.
Smoother glide too.
Yeah. So
you've never used this Parker razor before?
No, I've never used it.
We just got this from Parker just sent us a bunch of razors, and we don't even carry this yet, but by the time this goes up, we will.
Yeah, probably. We'll get him in next week or what?
Yep.
Alright.
Let's see.
Oh, this is. I was.
Can you turn towards
I was
us
a little
bit?
worried about using a new kind of razor when I haven't shaved my full face in such a long time, and I'm so used to the one that I've been using, the Mercure, that I was a little worried about it. But it's feeling pretty great, and I think part of that is that it is a nice razor for the money. I think it's really inexpensive. It's in the $20-some range, right?
I don't remember exactly, but
somewhere around there.
It's not very expensive.
But also, like, when you put a feather razor into a feather blade into any razor, I feel like, gosh, you just get such a good.
Yeah.
You know,
although I have to say, you didn't.
Did you try the new?
I tried the crystals from Israel.
And did you like them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard those ones are good.
Felt
I'm excited
great.
to try them. Will you bring me one next time?
Yeah. We'll have them soon. So this is the first time in a long time I haven't seen you barefaced.
So a lot of guys do this. They'll do one down or two down, one up. As far as passes.
Yeah, to get a closer
to
shave.
get a really close shave, or one down, one across, one up. You'll see a lot of times, or one down, one across, and one across the other way. If the up is too irritating, which I think it would be for me personally.
For me, it is too. Usually.
Because I just have such coarse hair. I'm already prone to razor bumps and things like that. And I gotta say, after having switched from the Mach 3s and all those kind of blades, this is a little special note for the brothers out there that they get worried because they think the one single blade is going to irritate them under the neck more. Yeah. And what I found is a lot of men of color come in and they are like life-changing, no more ingrown hairs. I used to get too huge.
I had as well.
It was terrible.
Yeah, and part of that is and I think there are videos like Mantic does a great video about actually illustrating what happens when you have multiple blades pass over a hair. It pulls the hair up. The first one pulls it up, cuts it off. The next one catches it, pulls it up higher. And so what happens is when you have 3 blades, and imagine now these 4 and 5 blade things, when you do that, you're pulling it up, and then as the hair settles back down, it's below the skin level. And so while it may seem like a closer shave, the hair then has an opportunity to grow out into into the neck, or not come out, like underneath the skin, or you just get infections there because you have this like sort of pit in the microscopic, albeit, but a pit in the skin, where infection can more easily happen.
So this is actually, I gotta say, feeling pretty good. I think I might, leave the beard away for a little while, like a little younger,
Yeah. They should make something that
you gotta be careful. The one thing about these, real careful under the nose, because it does. So what I do is I usually just grab my nose.
You especially gotta be careful if you have a nose ring like you do. Turn toward us a little bit so we can see what you're doing, because it's kind of hard to see on that.
Oh, but I have to watch too.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it
on that side, yeah. I think stretching the nose and stretching the skin out is a great way in those sensitive areas, so you don't nick yourself,
You'll notice it a lot near the jawline too. Some people get real trouble, so one of the things you can do is sort of lift your skin up and then do the jawline and then drop it, and you'll be already below the jawline, so that's a nice little trick. And you pick these things up as you do it more and more.
Sort of like riding a bike or gardening or something, I don't know. You get,
anything,
anything. You start the first few times and you're a newbie.
Yeah, and I think that I am really comfortable with the feather blade now. I remember when I first started using it, because it is pretty aggressive and sharp.
Yeah, it's like butter.
It is like.
While you're, can I tell a story?
Yeah,
while you're finishing up, is that Brian who
I was going to tell that story.
he said the other day he shaved right before he got in the shower, and he was shaking out his razor, and then looked down in the shower and noticed
shaking it
that
hit his finger.
cut his finger, but it was like 3 minutes later, and it was so sharp that it cut the tip of his finger clean off. Like, I mean, a small portion, it'll grow back.
Yeah, like a tiny
but
little.
still, it was like, it looked like, just like someone nipped the tip off, like wanted to open it up or something, and he didn't notice until later, and he was bleeding in the shower. So the feather are very sharp, but I find that they're so buttery it's like, if you properly prepare the beard. I remember when I first used it, how impressed I was with how cleanly it cut. Anyway, we've got about a minute left,
So I'm probably going to normally I would continue, probably do one more pass, but today, because we're running out of time, I'm going to just leave it at that. So dry it off. The other thing is rinse out your brush. And I would suggest you dry everything afterwards. You don't
rinse out your brush and then hang it up upside down.
Yeah, upside down so the water doesn't get into it. Really quickly, Baxter Razor Bump Relief. I put this under my neck because I'm really prone to getting bumps there.
Me too. Huge improvement.
Anyway, and that's pretty much it. I put a little bit of this Weleda aftershave balm on. I like this one. It smells great. There you go. And
I love this stuff.
And
Mr. Clean.
Look at me. I'm 10 years younger. Okay, 5. All right, 3. Anyway, have a good day. Enjoy. And if you're in Chicago, come to our event. If not, give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call. Go on the web.
We'll talk
check
about
it out.
Online. We can set you up
Yep.
with a great kit. All right? Have a great one.